Whitey Bulger killing was planned and took just 7 minutes, Justice Department says. The murder of infamous gangster James Whitey Bulger was planned as soon as the notorious mobster had arrived at the prison in West Virginia, where he was found beaten to death, a Justice Department prosecutor said. The plot started with a phone call to the mother of Sean McKinnon, one of the men accused in the killing, the night before the high-profile inmate's arrival, Assistant U.S. Attorney Hannah Nowalk told a federal magistrate judge in Florida at a court hearing for McKinnon. "Yeah, we're getting ready to get another higher-profile person here tonight." McKinnon allegedly told his mother the day before the 89-year-old Bulger arrived at U.S. Penitentiary Hazleton in Brewston Mills, West Virginia. A recording of that phone call was played in federal court on Monday by Nowalk, a transcript of which was obtained by ABC News. Nowalk said that as soon as they saw Bulger come into the unit, they planned to kill him. Sean McKinnon, 36, was charged by the DOJ last week in connection with the killing of Bulger on October 30, 2018. Nowalk said McKinnon acted as the lookout while the two other men, Fotios Freddie Geesh, 55, and Paul DeColligero, 48, went into Bulger's cell and allegedly killed him. Prosecutors have not yet offered a motive for the killing or said how the defendants knew of Bulger's arrival. "No, I mean, you should know the name," McKinnon told his mother, according to the transcript of the phone call. "Ever heard the name Whitey Bulger?" McKinnon's mother warned him to stay away from Bulger because she was worried hanging around Bulger would get him in trouble. The transcript shows Bulger, the leader of Boston's Winter Hill Gang, was on the run for 16 years before being caught by federal authorities in 2011, and later tried and convicted. Before being moved to a West Virginia penitentiary, Bulger was housed in federal prison in Florida. Prosecutors allege that a mere 12 hours after Bulger arrived at USB Hazleton, he was found dead in his cell. The killing, Nowalk said, took all of 7 minutes. Nowalk said that on the day of the murder, at around 6:07 a.m., the three men gathered outside of Bulger's cell, then went in and stayed there for 7 minutes, allegedly killing Bulger. By 8:07 a.m., Bulger was found dead by prison guards. McKinnon allegedly told his mother that the cell doors at the prison open at 6 a.m. and they do not lock, prompting the men to enter easily, Nowalk alleged. The admissions were, from Paulie, that he and Freddie used a belt with a lock attached to it and beat Mr. Bulger to death, Nowalk told the judge in arguing for McKinnon's pretrial detention. There were also admissions from Paulie and from Mr. McKinnon himself that they collectively were the guys that killed Bulger and that Mr. McKinnon stood as lookout as Freddie and Paulie went into Mr. Bulger's cell and bludgeoned him to death in those 7 minutes that are recorded on the surveillance footage. Federal Magistrate Judge Philip R. Lamon ultimately ended up ordering McKinnon to be held pending trial. Lawyers for McKinnon told Lamon he lived near his mother and was not a flight risk, but the judge did not agree. Nowalk said there are 3 witnesses whom the men told they killed Bulger. At the time of the indictment, Geesh was still incarcerated at USB Hazleton, according to prison records, and was serving a life sentence for a separate crime. Colligero was no longer being held at USB Hazleton, but was housed in the federal prison system, and McKinnon was on federal supervised release and was arrested last week in Florida. Attorneys for the 3 defendants did not immediately respond to Charles Arness media requests for comment.
For more of these fascinating stories and true crimes, subscribe to Charles Arness World. Thanks for watching.